Today, I gave myself 30 minutes to beat the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. I was very confident. That confidence lasted about 5 seconds because everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. Let's get started. So the challenge was simple, right? I had 30 minutes to prepare to fight the Ender Dragon. And like any intelligent Minecraft player ever, I immediately ran around doing absolutely nothing. I spawned on what I could describe as the most useless island Minecraft has ever generated for me. No trees, no village, just water and stone and a bunch of sand, which I thought was a desert. My plan was to find a bunch of trees. Could not find trees, so I tried to find a village. Could not find a village. I was treeless, and it was the worst. I spent several minutes falling into the water, climbing back up, only to realize that there were still no trees. Like, oh my gosh, I saw a desert. I was like, okay, maybe there's a village over here. Let me just look over here, okay? Because there's no trees over here. Let me just look over here. That was a huge waste of my time. Big mistake, honestly. Big mistake. It wasn't a desert. It was a beach and a bunch of sand and a bunch of dirt. There were no trees. There was no village. And I had just wasted several of my precious minutes, which is just great because I only have 30 minutes. At this point, I was starving, hopeless, and still treeless. So I did the logical thing. I drowned myself. I respawned in the exact same place. Apparently, I have learned nothing from my years of playing Minecraft. After I tried to kill a few animals to, like, you know, survive. Okay, technically, it was just a cow. I didn't try to kill anything else. Well, I should have, because this cow took forever to kill. It wasted several minutes of my precious time. Well, technically seconds. I should have killed one of the salmon, but I didn't. I was committed to killing this cow. But for some reason, this cow would not die. It was so annoying. It took forever to kill, and it was making me super frustrated. Eventually, I did finally get its meat. After that, I decided to just fully abandon the island. So I swam, and I swam, and I swam, and I swam. I found another island, which turns out it was just a little thing of dirt. Just a little island of dirt with a bamboo on it. Not an island, just dirt. So I went back to swimming, and I swam, and I swam, and I swam. And right as the sun was setting, I finally saw it. Trees! Wood! I could finally start making materials! Finally! There's a chance that I can actually beat the Ender Dragon and get decent materials! Oh, how foolish I was! How stupid to think there was such hope! So, naturally, this is when the monster showed up. I got jumped mid-cutting down tree. I tried to swim away, but the spider was relentless. Actually, it was 2 spiders, but, you know, barely survived. Thought I was, like, you know, safe finally. I decided to try to save my spawn point. Boy, was I wrong, because out of nowhere, a zombie just kind of decided to kill me. Zombie villager, to be precise. And I died. I swam back again, because at this point, quitting was not an option. I found a different island with trees and started trying to chop down the trees like my life depended on it. Because it did. Unfortunately, there was also mobs on this island because it was still at nighttime, so I ran around in a circle trying to avoid them. Luckily, I didn't overreact at all. Fuck, get away from me, please leave me alone. I don't want to die. Unfortunately, I died again, so, I had to swim all the way back to that island. Fortunately, it was about to be sunrise, so I decided to go to the other side of the island that didn't have as many mobs. I almost fell into a ravine. That would have been extremely bad if there wasn't water inside. When the sun started to rise, the zombies caught on fire, and I thought, okay, I'm safe now. Okay, so I just tried to hit the zombie to kill it faster, but I got on fire because the zombie was on fire. I panicked, okay? I mean, I shouldn't have, because, like, after 2 seconds, I was completely fine. I finally managed to cut down some trees. I finally crafted a crafting table and ran over to the ravine I had seen earlier, because at this point, I was desperate. I don't know how much time I have left until the timer goes off. Like, who am I? John LeBravy? The ravine was full of water. I could have jumped down safely, but I didn't want to, like, risk it. So I mined down instead and immediately fell into the water anyway. I almost drowned because I forgot I could place blocks. I know, I'm very stupid. I'm aware. Once I had stopped trying to actually die, not on purpose, by the way, I actually made some progress. I mined some stone and coal, and I locked myself in a little hole like a goblin so I would not die again. I crafted myself tools and a furnace, and I totally forgot, like, you could use copper to make armor, but then I remembered and I went back to go get the other copper. Carpet, oh my god. Because I totally forgot because of the new update. If the timer was an actual person, it would be laughing at my face because it would be like, ha ha ha, you're actually starting to make armor at this point? Ha ha ha. Whatever. Quit bullying me. So I started a mass production on spears. I was preparing to freaking slay that dragon, okay? Just gotta throw stuff at it. I made some copper armor, but I only was able to make helmet and boots. And then the timer went off mid-mining, which means no chest plate. So after 30 minutes of preparing, this is all what I had to fight the Ender Dragon. A wooden pickaxe, a stone pickaxe, a stone sword, a copper sword, some copper armor, and a concerning amount of spears. I thought to myself, what the heck, Abby? This is the best you could do? Your years of Minecraft experience and you could only do this? What the heck is wrong with you? Why? Why are you so bad at this? Why are you so bad at gaming? This is not going to be enough to kill that dragon. That dragon is going to kill us, okay? The only thing that's going to save us now is to pray to God that we win, okay? So I started to make my way into the portal. I have a confession to make. This was not my first attempt of fighting the Ender Dragon using only these supplies. I actually fought it beforehand, but I forgot to hit the record button, like an idiot. So when I was leading into the end, I killed the Ender Dragon, and I only realized after I had done all of that, I was not recording, which is impressive, but also incredibly stupid. Here was the problem though, most of my original supplies was gone that I got within the 30 minutes, okay? All I had was my pickaxe, and it was almost broken. I had 2 ender pearls, which I got from, like, the recording before this, which I wasn't recording, so can I even call it a recording? I don't know. I had to respond in the Ender Dragon. Everything else had either exploded, despawned, or just left me, just fell into the void. I could have checked the footage and gave myself exactly what I had before, but I didn't think of that, because I'm not very smart. I didn't realize that until after I was done recording, so instead I gave myself dirt. So much dirt. My plan was very simple, okay? Climb the towers, destroy the crystals, and then kill the dragon. This plan immediately backfired. I climbed up the first tower, the dragon knocked me off, and I died. At this point, I did not know this, but the Ender Dragon was not going to be my biggest threat. I was going to be my biggest threat. Most of these deaths were not from the Ender Dragon. They were from me. Another reoccurring issue was the Endermen. I kept accidentally looking at them in the eye, which meant I had to fight the dragon, gravity, and several tall men. That went very poorly for me. I learned how stairs work, and I started to collect my items instead of immediately dying. I enderpearled myself up. I tried to stay near the edge. I immediately fell off again. Actually be able to destroy the crystals. But sometimes the dragon would push me up. Sometimes I stood too close and I blew myself up more times than I could count. At this point, my pickaxe disappeared. I don't know where it went. It either broke, exploded, or just fell into the void, okay? So I had to start mining the bars with my bare hands like a manly man. I kept running into the poison, mainly because I was dumb and I thought if I ran really fast, I could get a few hits on the Ender Dragon. I did not. This pattern became apparent. Hit the dragon, run, die, repeat. Sometimes I was set on fire. Not because of the dragon, because I kept running into it. I still died a few more times. Most times to the dragon, most times to the void. But eventually, against all odds, against all common sense, against all gravity itself, I killed the Ender Dragon with my bare fist! This should have not worked, but it did, honestly. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below for more fun content. My guy. Make sure to go check out the other 2 videos I posted this week. One, me reacting to Danny Gonzalez. Well, not Danny Gonzalez, Danny Mana. And then the other one, I am telling why I freaking hate sitcoms. Okay.